sat down with the new principal, Mrs. Monell, a week after she got hired to talk about her new position. This is that story. Thank you for joining us today, Mrs. Monell.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
What are you most excited to do as principal?
I'm excited to meet everyone, meet all the students, the staff, the families, and get to know where everybody's at.
How would you describe yourself as a leader?
I would describe myself as collaborative. I like to work with others, including students. I like to have everybody's voice heard.
What is your favorite sports team?
The New York Giants.
What is your favorite musician/band?
I love Luke Bryan.
So you're like a country person?
Yeah, I really like all types of music, but he's my favorite.
You have expressed some interest in the dress code recently. Why did you choose that as like kind of your first priority? Not necessarily first priority, but your first, I'm really forgetting the word, but first thing you took on publicly to the students at least.
I think it's that this week was an interesting week, and that we know that COVID seems to be taking a turn for the better. We spent a lot of time in masks and having to deal with the pandemic in different ways, and I think that if we're able to move forward and get back to school as we've known it to be, that's one more layer of that. So if we're kind of going back to our roots of the code of conduct, that's a piece of it, and I think that we could all get back together to what school can be.
Okay. Why do you think you will be a good principal?
I think I'll be a good principal because I care deeply for my community, the students, and the staff. And this is an opportunity for me to give back to a place that's given to me. I was a graduate of 1998, and a lot of the teachers that are here were my teachers, and I think that they helped to make me who I am today, so I'm excited to be able to come full circle.
How do you think being an alumni has affected your way of being able to lead as a principal?
I think being an alumni, I know what the tradition here is. I know what the community values are, and I feel really tied to this place, and it's a special place in my heart, so it makes me want to work that much harder.
What was the last movie you watched, and what did you think of it?
Oh, gee. I think the Harley Quinn movie, and I like Harley Quinn. She's kind of bad, but kind of good, and she's, in the end, overcomes some challenges, and I can always appreciate that in a character.
Yeah, she's definitely a very interesting character.
She is. She's her own person, and I always appreciate people who can stand on their own values.
Yes, she's definitely a very honest person.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What did you want to be when you grew up? When you were like smaller, did you have a different job?
Oh, no, I think I always wanted to be a teacher. I'm the oldest of all the siblings, and I think I always liked to kind of be in charge and tell them what they should and shouldn't be doing. And then eventually that led to I also wanted them to learn to read and write.
So you were an older sister? Where were you?
I'm the oldest. I have 2 younger brothers, but then I also have 2 sisters as my parents are divorced, so we have 2 additional members later on, and that's been great.
I'm sorry. What changes are you planning to make as the new principal?
I don't know that I have any changes in mind right now. Coming in March, my job really is to listen and learn and see how things are right now and see what people are thinking, talk to people and learn where we're at, and then I'll work together with people to think about what ways could we change for the better.
Do you have any more messages for the student body?
I think my message to students is that I want to see everybody succeed.